co-host on 930 CJCA.
Oh, we're back. We're going to talk to Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hi, how you doing?
Greg, if I was doing any better, I'd feel like John Walker. You know who he is, of course.
John Walker?
Yeah.
Johnny Walker?
Yeah, they make good scotch, don't they?
No, that's not the guy. You don't know who John Walker is?
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Well, I'll be. That shocks me. Oh, well, Greg.
Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know, talking about basketball, that in Edmonton has the largest amateur basketball association in Canada.
How about that?
That's right.
And then, of course, we mustn't forget the Edmonton grads.
Well,
yeah,
that as well, but basketball is a big game in town. As a matter of fact, at the university, basketball outdraws hockey and football almost 4-1.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I'm not surprised at that. Hockey has never been a big draw at university, and I don't know why.
Well, it used to be in the 70s when I went there, but they hardly get any fans anymore. But at the basketball program, they get 1,500, quite regularly at basketball games.
Why? What is it? Hockey is supposed to be our sport. Why are they all there for basketball?
Well, I think, young people, they see, lots of young people aren't playing hockey anymore, and they're looking at other sports, and basketball is one of them.
Except you're limited to being a tall person to play basketball.
No, actually, it's a lot less money to play basketball. All you need is a ball and a pair of running shoes.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
That the overhead on looking after a basketball team is practically nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And
Just give the guys a T-shirt and shorts, and away you go.
Yep.
That's all you need. But look, I wonder how much it costs to equip a hockey player.
About $2,000 for
at least,
equipment.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. Sure, with all that equipment.
And actually, basketball players are the best athletes there are in any sport, because you not only have to be, they're big, but they're also very agile, and they're far more, athletic than any other sport there is.
But you're still limited. Basketball basically is limited to big people. Like when I was in high school, you couldn't play on the basketball team if you weren't 6'.
Yep.
I mean, the odd guy that was exceptional got to play, so it's pretty well limited to the size.
Well, there are...
Unless you play house league, and they don't even do that anymore, do they?
There are the exceptions. There are professional people playing.
House league. Remember, that's just for fun.
Yeah.
House league sports, where it's not competitive.
Yep. Anyway, just a little anecdote I think you'd like to know.
All right. That's good to hear.
Okay.
Basketball's alive and well in Edmonton. Thank you.
Know what's under all that snow? Greenleaf products at leading garden centers and department stores.
Your entertainment and information station, 930 CJCA. 22 minutes before 2 o'clock, Glenn Yost will have a news update at 2 o'clock. And, of course, more on the hostage-taking in Ottawa. It involves a Greyhound bus right outside the Parliament buildings. And as events happen, we'll have bulletins here on your information station. But Glenn will update that at 2 o'clock, as well as the rest of the news, and then That's Living follows at 2:05.
Now during Pearlville, 930 CJCA.
Bill, we have all kinds of concerned people phoning our newsroom, wondering if we are monitoring the hostage situation, and indeed we are, but at this point, nothing new has happened. It still is at a standstill with the Greyhound bus right outside the Parliament buildings, and Tim Wilson is working on it in the newsroom, along with Glenn Yost and the rest of the news team. And more will come at 2 o'clock, if not sooner, if something does happen.
One of the countries, and I don't know which one it was, do you remember that said that there should be a non-news of hostage taking? Oh, do you remember that recently? And it was they were quite upset about this suggestion. They said if hostage taking was given less news coverage, that it wouldn't happen so much. Yeah. But the mere fact that when a hostage, like, we can sit here and watch it and listen to it and get the stories of what's happening right as it's happening. And other people that are on the fringe of I don't know what they are.
Well, I think it would be almost impossible because, the news people are going to go out after news, and when would it be advantageous not to report?
Yeah.
And,
but
like
they
this
do.
One here, I suppose, they shouldn't be doing anything on it at all.
Exactly.
Just say, no, we're not going to do anything for you. It's tough, but let it go. But still, I suppose if there's going to be,
But this is the effect of the media. This is what the media can do.
See, this guy wants to talk to the media.
Yeah.
That's it.
And whoever's ever hijacked a bus before.
But I guess that's part of democracy, eh? You can't dictate to the fourth estate what they should do and what they shouldn't do. And right now they're covering it. It's as dull as dishwater. It reminds me of the time I stayed up all night when they landed on the moon, and I watched the foot of that lander, the lunar lander, the Lunar Excursion Module, as they call it, the LEM. And I looked at that foot for 8 hours. And finally, Neil Armstrong, came tumbling out and said, "Giant step for man, one small step for mankind." No, wait a minute here. What I meant to say was,
Yeah, that was pretty boring coverage, wasn't it?
It was, I wasn't going to go to, I wanted to be there when they first stepped on the moon. But anyway, that's one kind of thing. Now we're looking at another thing, and you never know when there's going to be something explosive happen, I suppose.
But if it wasn't covered, people wouldn't think of it. You see, right now, people use hijacking as a form of getting political prisoners, for example. They use it to get people out of jail. They use it to get money. They use it as a form of blackmail.
Oh, sure they do.
And if it wasn't, if the world, all the world agreed, no coverage of any hijacking,
I quite agree.
It would be the answer. That would be it. And then we could all hire the Israelis to come and bomb these people and get it and free them. Remember the Americans when they botched up that hostage situation in Iran? Remember when their helicopters wouldn't fly?
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that was during the Carter administration.
Yeah.
The helicopters landed in the desert or something. And
they broke down. The ship had ran out of gas, and the bullets didn't fire. Oh, that was disastrous. Okay, we have open spots. This is Friday. Anything goes. And on Anything Goes Day, that simply means anything goes. Anything you want to talk about. Anything on your mind. As a matter of fact, if there's anything that's been puzzling you in your life, I mean, we all go through life where we have things that bother us, and we say, I wonder whatever happened, or I wonder how. Well, this is the show that can answer. I just want you to know that we can answer any question. If you've ever had any doubts, if you want to know anything, I don't care what it is. Just call us, and we have the answers.
I got a pet peeve I want to get off right now.
Okay.
I'm moving away from the microphone.
He's away from. I'll give the numbers while you get your pet peeve out. 421-8255. That's the number in town. 421-8255. Out of town, 424-8255. Cellular phones, 930. Okay, we got people trying to get in now.
Anyway, here we are. Here's a magazine, right? Nice magazine, great magazine. It's called People. But I brought this out here today because I want to make a point. A very important point. I think most things should be numbered, right?
Yeah.
But you look at this magazine, and I don't know what's the matter. Look at here. What is missing there, Bill?
Oh, I noticed that in all magazines. No numbers.
We're going 2 pages, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No numbers. No numbers at all.
No.
How are you ever supposed to find anything in it? Can you believe it? There's no numbers. We finally get it at page 45. They finally decide to give us a number. And from 17, at least 7, is it? I don't know when the first number is in this magazine. 4. Starts off at 4, and from 4 to 45, they have no numbers. Yeah. Why?
They don't number page. I noticed that myself.
Why don't they do this?
I don't know. But you don't read that magazine, Bill.
Oh, I do read it occasionally.
That's it.
But they go from 4 to 45, and there are no numbers. And yet they got an index up front here, and they got all kinds of places in between 4 and 45. But where could you find them? You cannot find them, Bill, because they don't number the magazine.
No. See, this is where you're wrong, Bill. You watch. I'll guarantee you without looking at it. I can tell you there's nothing from 0 to 45. See? Your first story is page 46.
I guess you're right.
The only stories are on numbered pages. But I agree.
And the rest are just articles and
ads.
Picks and Bicks and what have you.
You have to hunt to find a number.
Ads, I know that.
But you have to hunt to find a number. I know, I agree. It's a pet peeve of mine.
Terrible.
Oh, no numbers on magazines.
And you find that in all the magazines. And I don't know why they're doing this.
They tell you to look to page 45 and you got, like you say, 43 pages with no numbers.
That's right. So you don't know where 45 is. You got to kind of... And this is a growing trend. And I say, Bill, it must be stomped out. Oh!
Okay. We got a lady. It's about time we talked to a woman. We've been talking to all men today.
Yes. Hello, Wendy.
Oh, good. Wendy hung up.
Wendy hung up. Where you go, Wendy?
Well, John.
Yes.
Yes, John.
You talking to me?
Yes, we sure are, John.
Okay, you guys were talking about the race on the White Mud Freeway couple of weeks ago. This guy in a wheelchair and the guy running.
We were?
We were?
Yes, you were. And the guy was using an Apple computer. One guy was using...
Well, wait a minute. There's something you want to get off your chest here. So tell us what it is, John.
And this guy, he tried to decoy the apple, and he stumbled. Anyway, he fell down, so the CIA gave him some CPR, and he's still running out someplace in a cow pasture. But I think they're going to look for a sheep pasture. There's no chance to slip there. And that's a scoop for today.
All right, John.
Okay, John.
Thank you.
Maybe it's best not to say anything. Maybe we should just go like this.